Aries, hello, welcome to Coffee, Sage, and Tarot. This is going to be your weekly reading for April 7th through to the 13th. Alrighty, please do keep in mind that these are general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and reverse anything as you see fit. Alrighty? Can you show me Aries, please? Show me Aries, please, for the week of April 7th to the 13th. And happy birthday to any Aries celebrating their birthdays this week. I hope you have a great day. Show me that Aries energy for the week of the 7th to the 13th. Show me Aries. Thank you. Show me Aries, please. Show me Aries for the week of April 7th to the 13th. Show me Aries. Show me Aries, please. Show me Aries. Show me Aries, please. All right. All on the left side here, and that's interesting. Let's see what we can make sense of here. All right. Isn't that funny? Eh? All these yellow cards kind of slightly tilted for you, and then these cards kind of coming up here, and it's all kind of beige and black, and you know, that's interesting here. Okay, so at the shadow here, the Star, Strength, and that Queen of Wands. So that's good energy in your shadow, right? We're looking at the Star, so feeling vulnerable here, but feeling that centered inner strength coming through. Queen of Wands, she's your doer, right? Kind of by any means necessary here, invoking a little bit of magic along her way, right? So there is this idea of some kind of power coming from within here. With the Seven of Swords, the Fool, and that Knight of Pentacles, it's interesting because they're all kind of slanted this way. It does feel like upright energy, but it's kind of like, I don't know, it's interesting here how they all kind of presented. I'm getting the sense here that your mind's holding you back from looking at something or taking a leap here, engaging in something new, right? So we have the Five of Cups up top here. We have the Five of Cups, we have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Four of Swords here. So again, not really seeing any wand energy. I'm not really seeing you here. Now we do have a little bit of Libra on the board, your sign opposite here, but we'll see if we can't get any clarifiers and see if you're kind of hiding in that second layer here. But it does kind of feel like this energy is this energy here. Your Fool wants to leap, but your mind is kind of holding you back. I'm wondering if there's something here that you're pondering an ending of, or trying to put an end on this week so that you can move forward. Can you show me more clarification for Aries, please? Show me more clarification for Aries for this week, please. Show me more clarification for Aries for this week. Thank you. Double sevens here. And then that Ten of Wands. Yeah, so there is some sort of ending that is potentially something that you're pondering, or something that is coming to an end this week here. Queen of Swords. So yeah, it feels like there's something here that involves perhaps gaining a new perspective in terms of lessons learned already. So whatever this ending is, it feels very contemplative here. Something that has perhaps been kind of kind of a slow burn for a long time, it's taken a long time to come to an end, but perhaps this is the week that either you're thinking about it or it actually is happening here. Interesting how you're coming up on this side, right? So all the cards were kind of to the left side, this is kind of to the right side. Just interesting. I'm wondering if there's like a split perspective here, or if it's kind of like, okay, the mind needs to clear before we can move on, right? Again, that 10 is coming up, so solidifying endings, right? Not only do we have the 10 of swords here, but we also have the 10 of wands. So these are technically difficult endings here, but that is an ending in your element, kind of leading me to believe that something within you is coming to an end, okay? Like I said here, the double sevens. So again, this kind of hesitant energy, this confused energy here. It's like, okay, well, why is my mind holding me back? It feels like we're getting some closure on that this week. And then kind of coming over here with that Knight of Pentacles being crossed by or popping up with you here with that 3 of Wands, the 4 of Wands in kind of the sideways position with that Chariot and the Knight of Wands here. It does feel like, again, we are talking about Aries, your foundations, right? This feels like a repeating pattern, just a little bit here. Your foundations, you don't necessarily know where you stand at this moment in time, but that's okay. You're in a period of change, right? And that's kind of what we're seeing here. There's an ending coming to perhaps something that, like I said, you've long been thinking. You've realized, okay, I need to put an end to it and move forward with this clear wisdom. This we are now embracing as wisdom to carry forward into your future, Aries, okay? This is the time to be analyzing, right? Your 4 of Swords. This is the time to be doing this work, right? So that's kind of, and again, this idea of, the presence of all of this yellow on the board, inner knowing, right? Having that confidence shining from within. This is work that's kind of under the sun. So there's illumination here, right? Things are being brought to light, right? Even though we don't have the sun card, with all of this yellow, that energy is on the board. Chariot and the Knight of Wands, determination, right? So you have this Knight and this Knight here, the Pentacles and the Wands. They are talking together. This feels very grounded, right? You're not in your head. You're focused on the task at hand. You're not letting, it feels like, the 7 of Swords really distract you here from what it is that you're doing. You're putting an end to this 7. It's what it feels like as it relates to this kind of long, kind of drawn out perspective or thought or, inner dialogue here. Okay, so you are moving forward, determined, looking good, feeling good, staying true to your element here, Aries, and that's lovely. Show me more for Aries, please, for this week. Show me more for Aries. For this week, please. Show me more for Aries. Okay. All right, so that 5 of Cups is showing up again. So there is some sort of acceptance here, right? Some confrontation with this Devil showing up here, working hard again to stay grounded in the physical landscape here. Knight of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. So again, we have that 5 showing up. Going into, this feels like going into some issues. Either in the physical landscape or taking this idea of what kind of plagues you emotionally and figuring out how that plays out in your physical landscape, right? And kind of seeing it for what it is. Put another way, kind of seeing the Devil in what plagues you inside and seeing the Devil in what's limiting you outside of you in your physical landscape, right? And seeing at least the duality of that, seeing where the devil comes, or that shadow energy, the things we don't like about ourselves. We're seeing that within and seeing how that exists in limitations that surround us, right? And the hiccups and the hurdles and those types of negative experiences we would rather not have, right? But that we learn from. So this does feel like a bit of introspective work and relating that inner work to your physical realm. So a lot of connections being drawn this week for you, Aries, and that is wonderful. Feels like a lot of things are clicking for you. Any final thoughts for Aries, please? Any final thoughts for Aries? Any final thoughts for Aries, please? All right, that seems to be it. So this Four of Cups kind of showing up here again, kind of flying out of the way here. So this is cup energy, but this is kind of showing up in the cardinal. So a little bit of Cancer energy showing up here. Magician, Page of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Honestly, this does feel like a bit of confrontation with the self. So again, it feels like you're working within and changing from within how you look on the outside and how you approach your physical landscape here. So I'm not really seeing this idea of actively engaging in much else beyond the work that you're doing on this board. And this Magician here feels like he's working inside of you, right? He's manifesting change from within using the different elements that he has available to him to manifest that change. The interesting thing about this Four of Cups showing up as well is that the cardinal signs are 2, 3, and 4. The 4 showing up, it feels like you're ready for the next step here. You're ready for the next level, right? The next part of this, meaning perhaps the next part of your journey, moving on from a kind of another way of showing moving on from whatever this kind of perspective is, whatever this ending is, whatever this hard task is that is coming to a close. And again, it could also be this idea of Aries, you being a little bit guarded to that vulnerability, right? Or being a little bit standoffish to that, right? Naturally resistant because you like to be in control and in power and all of these things. But in fact, for this work that you're doing, it does require a little bit of vulnerability, right? And so this could be kind of your natural aversion to that showing up. But again, there's a deep willingness here on the board, right? You are in charge of your own change. You are in charge of your own journey here. And that does feel like, even though that kind of feeling is present, overall, the energy here is showing me you're doing the work. Even though this might be that initial feeling, it doesn't stop you from what you're doing. Okay, so great energy for you, Aries. It looks really awesome. A very pivotal time for you this week and kind of through the month of April for you, at least from what we're seeing so far. So that's awesome. I hope all that good work continues here. And I appreciate you. Just like I hope you appreciate this reading and the clarification that it brings. You can always hit the like and subscribe. It is free to do so and would help me out a bunch. And I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and I wish you all the best. We'll see you next time.